Ariel Harrison. I have not been on in a long time, but I wanted to hop on here today because I wanted to share a few thoughts about the Vice President Kamala Harris, who was running for the presidency. And I didn't get to talk about this during the election, which I hate because I had a lot going on, moving and getting situated, and things came up. And so I wanted to hop on here and say a few things about it. And I'm also going to post a video about this topic as well. So as you come in, just let me know your name, let me know where you're watching from. I am just excited to be here. Okay, so this is my thoughts on Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm gonna let you know already. Somebody's not gonna like what I have to say. I'm gonna let you know already. Somebody might unsubscribe from this channel. I'm gonna let you know right off the jump. You might do that. That is okay. That is your prerogative. The beauty that I have and feel being a woman that the Lord has asked to do ministry and asked to minister is I don't really, I'm not moved by the opinions of man or the popular thing, okay? 92% of African American females that voted for Kamala Harris. So that means that I am by far in the minority. She did not get my vote, okay? But um, the beauty of being in this nation, hey, Frederick, good to see you, brother, is that you have the freedom to choose and to decide, and then you have the freedom to explain why you did, okay? These are my thoughts on Vice President Kamala Harris. It gets deep. It gets deep. And I'm going to speak, obviously, to the American people, but I'm coming from a biblical perspective. I'm coming from a woman of God that reads her word, that has a relationship with the Holy Spirit. I'm not just coming from a political place. I actually enjoy politics. I like politics. But I want to come from a different place. Good to see you too, brother. All right, so let's talk about Vice President Kamala Harris, okay? She ran for the presidency. Her team had the decision to say, what topic are we going to choose to be the main topic for this campaign? Are we going to pick the economy? Are we going to pick international affairs? Are we going to pick family? What are we choosing to be the spearhead of this campaign, that every rally, every time we talk, we're going to talk about this topic? What is the topic that we choose? That is a decision that they had to make. And what decision did they make? Type it in the chat if you know. They said it over and over and over and over. Every speech, every time she was presented in front of people, this was the main point of her campaign. Does anybody know what that was? Reproductive freedom. That's what she chose. And you might say, well, what does that even mean? What does reproductive freedom mean? Reproductive freedom is just a word for abortion. Reproductive freedom equals abortion, okay? That is what her team chose to be the spearhead, the main point of her campaign. Abortion. Now, I want you to think about this. The way the devil works is he will take language that is obvious and he'll try to disguise it and make it less obvious, right? He'll take a word and he'll call it something else. And he did it in the garden because he told Eve, did God really tell you not to eat the fruit? Did God really say that? He changes language. So instead of her saying my main agenda is abortion, she said my main agenda is reproductive freedom. Changing the language to sound more palatable. I can eat this. I can say, yes, I'm voting for reproductive freedom. I'm voting for that. That feels much better than to say I'm voting for abortion, okay? So let's just lay that out. And the next thing that you say is, okay, then what is abortion then? What is that? It is the unaliving of an unborn human. Fetus. People like to say fetus. It's not a human, it's a fetus. Well, if you look up Latin and you look up fetus, it's a Latin word. It means little human. So you can't just say fetus is not a human. It is an unborn human. So this woman ran her campaign on unaliving human babies. That was a spearhead of her campaign. And like I said, listen, some people are not going to like me from this. Some people are going to unsubscribe. Some people are going to thumb me down. That is fine. I'm regurgitating what we just looked at for 3 months. Okay? That was the crux of it. Now, I'm going a little deep into this, so bear with me. Abortion, reproductive freedom. Where did abortion even come from? The mother of abortion is this lady named Margaret Sanger. Okay? And some people might say, well, how do you know this? Listen, when I was 11, 12, 13 years old, my father was doing research papers on the Black genocide. And Margaret Sanger was one of those people that he was researching and doing papers about because she was linked to eugenicists. And the intention for Planned Parenthood and abortion was to eliminate Blacks, disabled people, and poor people. I told you I'm going deep with this, but it's good to go deep sometimes because we can be so surface level. I see a pretty brown face with beautiful hair. I want her to be my president. But what is she representing? Now, this lady named Margaret Sanger connected with pastors back in the day and other leaders in the Black community to put Planned Parenthood buildings in African American communities because they were always the target for abortion. Reproductive rights, Kamala Harris's #1 campaign slogan. Okay? Do you see this? Just because I have joy and I can smile and laugh like she was doing during this campaign doesn't mean that there was not so much darkness behind it. Hello, Bubba. Speaking of reproductive freedom, here is my little bud. Hey, babies, you have a good nap? That's really good. Mommy, this, Mommy? Yes. I'm getting into this, guys. I really want to finish it. Listen, I'm gonna have to make a new time to come on later tonight to talk about this because my little man woke up early from his nap, and I want to take care of him. But listen, if you're interested, come back later tonight because I'm going to finish this talk. Okay? I'm going to finish this talk and share this with a friend. Let someone know. We're going to be talking more about this Kamala Harris subject tonight. And I'm looking from a biblical perspective, and I'm looking from the perspective as a Black woman, but I was not one of the 92%. Okay? All right. I love you guys with the love of Christ. I'll see y'all tonight. Okay.